Hello, I would like to introduce myself to my class and anyone who wants to watch. My name is Angela LaRange. I'm a student at IADT Online out of Tampa, Florida for associate degree in web design. I live in Stillville, Missouri, and I do attend school online, which is good for me because I am recovering from an injury, which I've had 2 surgeries. I crushed my heel. I lost my job because of the injury. I didn't heal in the time that they allowed me. So going back to school was something I always wanted to do, and I found myself with the time to do it. So I'm functioning on unemployment and going to school, and I love going to school online. It's very flexible. My only problem is that I have no real experience with a lot of things that people take for granted every day, like Microsoft Word. I learned to copy and paste like a year and a half ago, so that's bad, you know. But you know, I've worked in a machine shop, certified machinist. I have worked in a sign shop doing lettering, billboards, lettered trucks, a little bit of vinyl. I've done some silk screening. I did mostly with the signs. I went into the individually illuminated letters, the channel letters, you know, like you see on Kmart. That was years ago, and I did that for my father, who is now passed away. My father and my mother both are. My mother was from here, from this town, Stillville, Missouri, and my father was from Wisconsin. He was born and raised on a reservation there, and he did go into the Air Force, and after returning from there, went to work at McDonnell Douglas, and sometime during that time, he met my mother. He chose to move on from there and moved us all back out here when I guess I was about 6, and packed up our furniture, kind of like a backwards Beverly Hillbillies, and moved us with his sign truck, the big boom truck, you know. It's got the big thing that goes up in the air and puts you up there with the signs, you know, where you can letter it or do stuff with it, real tall. So it's this big long flatbed truck with the crane on it. Well, he loaded all our furniture and stuff up on there, and we thought we were going to see our new house, which not really. We went to the edge of Clark National Forest and down this, became a road later. It wasn't really a road then. It was a logging road, like an old logging road from some time past. So there was really no road. It was like grass, you know. You could tell trees had been cut from that path. So at one point they had taken skidders and logging equipment down it. So he took us down there and proceeded to unload our furniture underneath this big humongous cedar tree and said this was home. So we lived underneath that cedar tree all summer while they put up the frame to the house, and then we moved into it. There were no floors yet, and they started building the floors after we were in the house, you know, a little at a time. We lived with wood heat, lanterns. There was no electric for a long time. Now we went all winter like that, and by the end of the following summer or midsummer, they had a well in for us, so we had water, and we started getting indoor plumbing. That's wonderful. If you know what it's like to live without it, it is wonderful. My father and mother were both pioneers, I guess you could say. They had a different idea. They wanted to isolate us from the world and just teach us to be people. I didn't even know my father was an Indian until I was 13. I didn't know much, you know. So I lived a charmed, isolated existence. I saw people when I went to school, our local high school, 40 miles away. Didn't really prepare me much for the outside world. So I did make a lot of mistakes, and I have 4 beautiful daughters that I love. They're everything to me. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have them in my life. They define me into the person that I am just through what I've learned from them, raising them. But they are raised, and I wanted to go back to school. I had this injury, and it put me in bed where I thought, well, now's the time. I lost my job over it. I was on unemployment, so I thought, can't do anything. I can go to school from this bed. That's where IADT came in, and I thought web design because of the creativeness of it, and I thought it's also something that would allow me to be able to work if my injuries turned out to be more than what we thought in the healing process. You know, I could work from home, or in some remote way, you know, from anywhere, and so I chose that. But my inexperience with software and a lot of computer issues, I've learned a lot, but there's always so much more, you know, and I find that out every day. And I usually have 2 classes every 5-week session, so sometimes it's a little tight, and I'm glad there's people like Marilyn there to help, because she's very good and very helpful, very kind and willing to share her information and knowledge. And you know, I had a computer crash, and she helped me get back on track and get caught up. For the most part there, I wouldn't have been able to do the catch up and keep up with my current assignments if it wasn't for Marilyn. So I want to thank her. And I do have hobbies. I like pets, I like animals, I like to create things out of driftwood. I like to walk the rivers out here. They're great, you know. I've got some pets. I've got one on my lap here. This is Cinderella. She's a bearded dragon. Hey, girl. And got Tuto back here somewhere. I don't know where he's at. But I also have Pequeño. Say hi, buddy. They keep me company. So, anyway, I am studying for the web design, and I'm hoping that, you know, it's going to allow me the freedoms that I want. I'm just sometimes overwhelmed, but it's going pretty well, I would say. Everybody tells me that, you know, considering what I knew already, that it's going well, and I guess that's true. I have more expectations than I probably could ever live up to anyway, so but so I am happy to be in class with you all, and I look forward to our next classes together, and I can't wait to see all your videos. It's pretty strange talking to somebody you can't see and get graded on it. Okay, have a good day.